everyone. It's Labor Day weekend and Sunday, and I'm making dinner for the family. Tomorrow we'll probably have a barbecue, or I might be making pizzas. So I'm gonna be making potato pie. So I like to boil the potatoes whole so that you don't absorb too much liquid. So I'm gonna put these in water and boil them, and when they're ready to be riced and everything put together, then I'll show you how to do that. So let's go to the next step. Okay, so the potatoes are done. I made them cool after they were cooked and peeled them. Now I'm going to show you, I rice all of these potatoes. As usual, I made a double batch. And like my 7-year-old grandson said, we're professional gavons. So I rice the potatoes. If you don't have a ricer, you could use a hand masher, but make sure there's no lumps. I don't like lumps in my potatoes, and if you like lumps, go right ahead. So make sure that it's down, because when you squeeze this, it squirts. So this ricer is quite old. Well, a little old, not that
How old?
About 40 years old. That's pretty old.
I think it's older than that.
No, I had my mother's first, and then it doesn't work anymore. So now this is mine, which I bought when I got married, and I think I'm due for a new one because it has no sentimental value actually. And I've seen these new ones that are bigger, and they don't have any sides. They just have the bottom, although I don't know if that's good or not. So when I'm done ricing all of these potatoes, I'll show you what I mix in it, and then we'll take it from there, and we have to bake it. So I'll be back at the next step. Okay, so I've riced all my potatoes, and these are what the ingredients that I'm going to mix into the potatoes. There's 2 cups of grated cheese, 4 eggs, 2 teaspoons of salt. I got a pound of mozzarella that I'm going to slice, ham, which I've diced up, and you can add in if you want, or what you don't. If you don't want, it's optional. And then for a little moisture, I have a half a cup of half and half, but you could use more depending on how you like it. If you like it dry, if you like it wet, it's all to your own taste. So you mix all of these ingredients into potatoes and mix them well. And I'll be back when we're ready to place it in the pan. I have a 9 by 13 pan here, and I like it when it's high. If you're using, or you're doing half a recipe, you should use an 8 by 8. But it still looks a little bit too dry, so I'm adding some half and half, just to make it a little bit more moist. You don't have to if you like it dry, but I like it a little bit
Could you
looser.
use something else?
What? You can use milk, you could use cream, and but this is just right, I think, now. So what I'm gonna do is put half of the mixture in the pan, and then I'm gonna put some mozzarella. I don't like it too shallow, because if it's too shallow, the potatoes, I mean, it makes it doesn't have a good consistency. It's like too dry. It'll dry up or something, or burn when it's cooking. Okay, so I put the first layer down, and I put some mozzarella. You could slice it thinner, you could do this, whatever, however you like it. There's no right or wrong way. Now I'm gonna put the rest of this on top, and like I said before, I like it a little higher so that when it's too thin, it doesn't really. I don't like it when it's thin, so let's put it that way.
You like it more like a pie, a big pie.
Yeah, a big casserole, whatever you feel like calling it. So what I do is even this out. Whoops. And then I sprinkle some breadcrumbs on top, and you could sprinkle some Parmesan cheese if you like, which I'm gonna do in a minute. And then you bake it in the oven for about an hour at 350, 375. I like it a little crispy on the edges. I like it a little crispy on the bottom. And I use Pyrex dishes because I like the way it cooks. It cooks around. It cooks on the bottom. It cooks on the top. When you put it in an aluminum pan or a stainless steel pan, I don't think it cooks as well. I love cooking in Pyrex or glass dishes. It gives...
They need to send you a check right now.
What?
They need to send you a check
Pyrex,
right now.
yeah.
You're doing advertisements for
I
them.
boost a lot of people. I mean, you know. So what I do is sprinkle some breadcrumbs over the top.
Unseasoned.
Unseasoned. If you want to season them yourself. I don't like the box season. It has a, I don't know what kind of a taste. Strange, yeah. It's they say it's Italian seasoning, but I'm Italian and my seasoning don't taste like that. Okay, so I'm gonna bake this. I'm gonna put some Parmesan cheese over the top, and then I'm gonna bake it for about an hour. And when it's done later, because we're not ready to eat, when it's done later, I'll take it out and I'll show you what it looks like. Go. Okay, so this is the finished product. Doesn't it look gorgeous? I just wanted to mention to you that as an Italian, I have never measured anything before. My mother never had measurements. My grandmother, my aunts, nobody ever had measurements. So I'm going on my gut instinct. We go by feel, taste, color, what have you. So this is the finished product, and I'm gonna cut a piece right now. Let me get a spatula. So this is what it looks like. I already took pictures of it. And it's very filling. Excuse the tongue. Okay, here we go. Wow. Look at that. Delicious. I'm going to take a little taste. Great. It's a side dish. You could even put brown gravy over this if you want to. But however you eat it, it's great. Bon appetit, and until the next video, I told you that I'm going to be making more videos, and I'm trying to keep to my word. So this is the next one, and I'm thinking about doing another one maybe tomorrow or during the week. But anyway, bon appetit.